last year at the draft, you had 5 picks to work with, all fourth round and after. This year, the majority of picks come before the fourth round. How does that change your approach?
Well, it doesn't really change the approach because we still built a list from 1 to 150 or whatever that number is. So it doesn't really change the approach. We put it in order, and you never know when there's a change in the draft or an opportunity to do something else. So we had to be prepared. So we were prepared last year like we're going to be prepared this year.
Perfect. And does the process change year over year to get to that point where you're ready for the draft?
Yeah, it changes. Every year is different. The process that we use ourselves changed a little bit this year with a few more analytics involved in it, in what we did. And the viewings are still the same. The number of viewings basically stay the same every year. But the process changes a little bit with each year. So it's one is never the same as the other.
And what do you think Sens fans can expect from this draft at the end of Saturday night?
Well, I hope we have the success we want, and I hope that we are able to add 3 players, maybe 4 players to our group that are going to contribute in time in the National Hockey League level. So that's basically what we try to do. We'd like to have all of our picks contribute. We know that's usually not the case, but we have a goal of throughout the draft of trying to get 3 to 4 players that play in the National Hockey League, and if we can do that, we feel we've been successful.
You mentioned analytics. What does Sean bring to the table, and how has that changed how maybe you think of the game, how you maybe see some of these players?
I don't know. We're not analytics driven. The analytics help us. We've used them for a number of years. We just happen to have somebody that's with us all the time now. Adding an expertise that we can feed off and use in a different way. Still, we have the viewings, and there's no analytical effort to override selection process.
You have that pick at number 7. Talk about, I guess, how important being in that position is, and being able to kind of select a player that is going to have a little bit of pedigree.
Yeah, well, the most important part of that is getting it right. So you spend a lot of time on that, the front end of that of the draft. So it's very important. You have to hit on those numbers, and you have to hit where players become impact players in the National Hockey League and for your team. So it's very important. That's what the draft is all about, and the numbers say that. The numbers and the analysis later shows you that the higher the picks, the more success they have or chance they have of playing in the National Hockey League. So it's very important.